What's good, y'all, and welcome back to another episode of the Hurls and Small Show. Coming to you guys on a Friday afternoon after Thursday night football. We were getting some pretty good games of Thursday night football, but today's game ended that streak. The Minnesota Vikings get absolutely blown out by the Los Angeles Chargers. Before we get into any football talk, as always, make sure you guys go down, like, comment, and sub if you're new. Check the Twitter, the TikTok, the Instagram, all those in the links in the description. Brady, how you doing today, man?
Doing good. Not much more I could ask for. I was disappointed in myself a little bit earlier because I was on a 3 day streak of working out. Most about the most I get to, and it hits Thursday, and it's like do I really need to? And then I feel like a
Yeah.
fucking bum. But other than that, doing good. Still been eating the same. So, how about
Mhm.
yourself?
I feel you. I'm doing pretty good too. I definitely didn't work out today. I'm sore from yesterday, so we ended up going to Olive Garden. You're gonna be disappointed. You're gonna be disappointed in me. So it's
Yeah,
the
two
never-ending
bowls.
pasta. It's the never-ending pasta thing, right? So I texted my brother and my friend. I was like, boys, we got another one in us. So we ended up going to Olive Garden, and I was working, and usually when we go to Olive Garden and have the never-ending pasta, like I make sure not to eat during the day because like I know I'm gonna fill up on my calories just to make sure I can have like eat plenty of bowls there. But I end up eating while I'm working. I'm like, dog, I'm too hungry. I just can't hold it over. So I end up eating while I'm working. I forget where I stopped, but I know I had a pretty decent sized meal. If it ended up filling me up. Then I got home. I knew we weren't going out till later. It's like, you know what? Let me just, my mom cooks for once. She never cooks. She made some rice, some chicken. I'll just grab a little bit, just a tad. I won't eat too much of it, but I'll just grab a little bit of it. We got to Olive Garden. I didn't even finish the first bowl. I, I had to take the bowl. The first bowl is leftovers. My brother and my friend ended up getting their second bowl, but they didn't even finish the second bowl. So I texted them when we got home. The Vince Carter meme gif. I got one more in me. We're going one more time. We're going next Wednesday, and I promise you, I'm eating 5 bowls. I promise. I think added up all the times we went, I think I've done 5 bowls in total. Next time, put your fucking hand down, bro. Put your hand down. But I'm gonna be locked in. I'm gonna make sure I don't eat anything that day, and I'm gonna eat as much as I can, bro. I just don't have the stomach to eat like that anymore. But I'm gonna try my damnedest. And we ended up going to the gym right after, and my stomach was absolutely fucked. Felt like I wanted to throw up. It was terrible.
Yeah, that just
But other
doesn't
than
sound
that,
like a good idea.
yeah. Other than that, I'm doing pretty good. It was another great day of work. Work has just been moving super well. My boss even commented on me. He's like, "Ernest, you've been working pretty well lately. I've been noticing you've been finishing your route pretty quick. So that feels a little rewarding. So I can't complain at all. Life's been pretty good for me."
He said you was a bum, but you finally figuring out what you.
No, I definitely do feel like I was like I know it's like everybody has that like adjustment period to like a new job, but I definitely felt like at times it's like, bro, I feel like I'm fucking ass right now. Like I feel like I'm moving like a jackass. Like I'm moving way too slow. But he like because he's an honest guy. He always says like his thing is honesty. So I've asked him like Guillermo, like I just want an honest like opinion on how do you think I'm doing. He's always said like, I think you're doing pretty well. Yeah, you're new and you're taking a bit longer, but I think you're doing pretty well. But I always felt like I was like running super behind. But I feel like lately I've been moving really quick. A little too quick because my shifts have been not as long. So I gotta start milking the clock a little bit more. But I've been doing pretty good.
That would kind of suck because y'all getting paid hourly when like you finish your shit. You should just be able to go home and get your like that. That seems like a salary job instead of.
Exactly. Or like how many stores I have or something like that. For sure. Because it's like I could have 10 stores, but they all could be like 10 cases, which is nothing. So I'll be in that store for 5 minutes and it's like I did 10 stores, but each of them were a couple of minutes. So it's like really I work only fucking 6 hours. So you really have to find your way and kind of like milk the clock, not work too fast. Because there are some days where it's like you could really, if you really had something to do, you could get out of that bitch in like 6, 7 hours. You really could get out quick, but it's like you just kind of have to like find ways to just kind of just like I said, just milk the clock, and so you can get to those 9, 10, 11 hours. You gotta just
Bogus.
not work too quick. Just not work too quick.
We're getting to the point of the NFL season where the preview episodes are probably going to shorten a little bit because there's not as much to really preview. We know what these teams are at this point. We're still going to do our best and analyze the game a little bit. But before we get to football, another sport just started back up.
Yeah.
I said at lunch on what's today? Today's Thursday. So I said at lunch yesterday, I can't wait to go home, sit down, watch my favorite team, just for them to be down 20 at halftime. And I'm going to go to bed sad. And them motherfuckers were up the whole game. We lost.
Same old heat, yeah.
The back of my chair just gave
Here
out.
we go again. Here we go again, bro. Devin, you talk about this guy having the biggest TV you've ever seen. It's like, can we get this guy a new chair? Please.
Oh, every screw just fell out at one time.
I swear I've heard this like 3 times now on this show. Every screw just fell out my armrest. Every screw just fell out the other armrest. Every screw just fell out get a new chair.
This is a new chair. This chair's like I bought this bitch when I bought the house. I moved in May. I shouldn't need a new chair.
You be fucking breakdancing on the chair, jumping around on it and shit. You just get too excited when you watch football.
What the fuck am I?
This is my fucking co-host, everybody. That's Brady for you. You gotta love him. You gotta love him. You gotta love the guy. Anyways, yep.
Bro, this fucking thing gonna piss me off. The Heat looked good. Norman Powell was phenomenal through 3 quarters. 4th quarter came, he shot every shot and was pissing me off because he was some dog shit. Davion Mitchell hooped. Bam was out there.
We'll move on.
Galil Ware only played 14 minutes. Doesn't make sense.
I saw that. Weird.
Nico Jovic hooped. But, like, I like the team. We played the Magic. I expected a loss, and we lost. But we look good, so I'm excited. You watch the Celtics game?
Of course I did. It started while we were at Olive Garden, so I watched that. Jaylen Brown looked really good in that first quarter. It looked like he was dishing it out and doing all the little things. Then he really didn't do much of it. And let me not say much of anything else, like much of the little things anymore. He just really got in his bag and started scoring. But VJ Hedgecombe and Tyrese Maxey just absolutely killed. Just killed. And then towards the end of the game, VJ missed both of those free throws, and Peyton Pritchard ends up taking both of the attempting both of the game-winning shots, and just bad plays down the stretch. I feel like Jaylen Brown shouldn't have called the timeout, and you saw Joe Mazzulla want to just run it and go off of VJ's 2 missed free throws, but Jaylen Brown ended up calling the timeout, and it ended up in 2 bad Peyton Pritchard shots. So it is what it is. Game 1. I'm not. Oh my gosh, I'm not even recording.
You are hilarious. But you know who is recording?
Thank God. Thank God, bro. Thank fucking God, man. It's one of those episodes I see, huh? It's one of those.
You keeping that in this bitch too, because before we start every episode, Herlins looks at me. And
no, that your part is going in. Your part is going in. And I was recording, but then we restarted it. Why did we restart?
Because you had the wrong mic on. You're not locked in today.
Yeah. Hey, man, let's get into some fucking football, bro. What are we doing, bro? Let's get into some fucking football, man. Get your ass in that chair. Fuck those screws. Sit down. You're not gonna have no backrest, man. Let's talk about some football. And you talked about like you talked about the preview episodes and whatnot, being like dwindling down. I definitely felt it when I was making the Hurley's high five, man. The Hurley's high five, it's probably gonna start dropping in the power rankings of the segments because
love to hear that.
Because the games feel like they're just there's just plenty of teams where it's like, okay, I just don't give a fuck about them anymore. So it's like I'm really just gonna be having the same teams on this hierarchy every week. So we're trying, the Hurley's high
Jaguars five. 6 weeks in a row when there was still stuff to talk about.
It was like 3 weeks in a row. But the Hurley's high five, management and group, we're struggling over here, but we're making things work. We're making things work.
Over here at Smallz headquarters, we're hoping that segment goes bankrupt. So,
wow, I don't know why you're hating on one of the people segment. I'm sorry that people love my segments. It's just like get better segments.
That's not very nice.
But on to Thursday Night Football as my esteemed co-host fixes his chair. The Minnesota Vikings went into LA to play the Los Angeles Chargers and ended up getting beat 37-10 in this game. I mean, this game was not fun from the beginning. Carson Wentz and the Vikings just didn't have much of an offense in this game. I mean, what did you really expect? Carson Wentz has just been awful ever since he's taken
Carson
over.
Wentz is some shit. Kevin O'Connell has lost full faith in him. I don't know why we traded Sam Howell.
I mean that like just that end at the end of the game when Carson Wentz was just slumped in the bench and his head was just laid back, and that just summed up the entirety of the game. I just felt so bad for him, man. And I was in my brother's room and I was talking to my brother like, bro, what happened to MVP Carson Wentz, bro? I miss that guy, and just to see him overthrow people, have those interceptions, have terrible plays, turnovers, running into sacks. I mean, it was just tough to watch, man. And on the other side, Justin Herbert was damn good in this game. He had that one interception, but I mean, Justin Herbert did things with his legs, with his arms. They had a stat this Al Michaels talked about it. It was like when Justin Herbert's he's averaging at least 12 yards a carry. So Justin Herbert did his thing on the ground today. Kamani Vidal was great on the ground as well in this game. The Chargers defense, even without Derwin James for the majority of the game, were able to get after Carson Wentz because he was missing his top 2 tackles. Joe Alt came back in this game, and Justin Herbert was still under some duress, but he made do. But Carson Wentz was not able to make do. The Chargers defense got after him all day, and it was a tough sledding for the Vikings and their offense.
Joel and Aaron Jones both came back in this game. Starts out with an Isaiah Rodgers pick six, ends up showing that he hit the ground, and after that it was all Chargers. They drive down and score. You already mentioned Justin Herbert being able to move. I think his mobility was the complete game changer in this game. Jeff Okudah right before Brady. That's not a fucking word. Right before half, Jeff Okudah got cooked by Ladd McConkey and man coverage. And right before that, Carson Wentz had hurt his left arm real bad. He was walking off like this.
Bro, every time he threw a bad ball, he went and grabbed that arm. Every single time he threw a bad ball, it was turnover on downs. He grabbed that arm every single time.
I'm ready for Max Brosmer. If JJ not ready,
I'm ready for something other than Carson Wentz. He has been looking terrible.
Rondé Gadsden's not looking back. That man has been phenomenal the last 2 weeks. You already mentioned Kamani Vidal. Jarrett Patterson
yeah,
looked a little decent this game. I liked him when he was coming out of the draft, and I don't think he got drafted, but when he was over in Washington, and it's surprising for a Brady NFL player because the man is like 5'2". We can move on. The Vikings look like dog shit in this game, and the Chargers look rather good against the Brian Flores defense. So shouts out to them. About time they did something.
Thoughts on the Vikings for the rest of the season? They got a tough schedule, man.
Are we assuming JJ comes back next week?
Yeah, sure. We'll assume JJ comes back. They got Lions, Ravens, Bears, Packers, Seahawks, Commanders, Cowboys, Giants, Lions, Packers. That's tough.
They'll be okay. They have a talented team. And just when your quarterback is a bag of yogurt, it's really hard to compete, dude. When you have a schedule like that, you have to have someone that can at least manage the game. And a game manager is a derogatory term in the NFL at this point, but like, it's important. It's important. You can be a high level game manager, but you got to have one. Carson Wentz is some shit.
This first half of the schedule is where they're supposed to be, 5-2, be over 500, because this back half is rough. But we can get in.
Top 15 has not been top 15. He's been some shit this season. Not just this game, not just last game, not just the game.
Jordan Mason, come back home, man. Come back home, man, so you can really show the people what you're about, because it hasn't been looking good. That's all I'll say. But Plug had him this week. He had him, and I'm playing Plug. So I don't mind that he played bad this game. I don't mind at all. I got a sneaky feeling Plug might beat me this week, man. I don't know what it is. I love it. I would love it.
Here we go, Plug.
Okay, bro. On to one of the people segments, the Hurley's High Five for Week 8 of the NFL season. Starting at number 5, you may question this one, but I think it's just some excitement to see some changes and just to see finally them bite the bullet and just do it. At number 5, this team plays the Atlanta Falcons, a tough defense. I'm expecting their offense to not look so hot, and I think if their offense doesn't look too good, their quarterback continues to throw interceptions like he's done all season, I think it's time you cut ties with the head coach and you go in a different direction at quarterback. At number 5, I have Mike McDaniel and Tua Tagovailoa. I expect this to be their last game together because I expect them to lose and to lose bad. So I'm looking forward to, some changes in Miami.
Respectfully, I think this is a jackass pick because neither one of them are going anywhere.
Wow. Heard. On to number 4. We have somebody getting a revenge game, one of the all-time revenge games. Mr. Aaron
He should have
Rodgers.
been.
That's what I was like. I was like, wow, you wanted this guy higher? I was like, okay. But Mr. Aaron Rodgers plays his former team in the Green Bay Packers, his former protege in Jordan Love. I'm sure he wants to, show the Packers he still got it. You should have stuck with me instead of drafting Jordan Love in the second round like you did. So I got Aaron Rodgers' revenge game against the Packers at number 4. At number 3, I got a team coming off a bye and a team that's looked pretty good as of late. That team that's looking pretty good is starting their backup quarterback, it looks like. That team coming off the bye is Josh Allen and the Bills. We got the Bills versus the Panthers. It's a big game for the Bills. You lose this game, you lose 3 in a row. And the Panthers, you win this game, and you go to 5-3, and you're right there for the NFC South crown. With the Bucks being injured, you're right there. Go ahead.
Smallz from the Hurls and Smallz show. Just wondering, it seems like Bryce Young's out this week. Who's their backup?
Andy Dalton.
Bills by 40.
Heard. At number 2, I have the battle of definitely the league's best offense and maybe the league's best defense. I got the Cowboys versus the Broncos in this one. I'm really excited for this game.
Revenge game.
Revenge game for your boy Javonte Williams. I know you're excited. This is the revenge game you're talking about. A revenge game for Javonte Williams, the Cowboys' prolific offense, and Dak Prescott against that defense that Denver has. I'm excited for this game. Whichever side of the ball wins that matchup, I think will win this game. And at number 1, I got a team that's won 4 games in a row against a team that's looked absolutely awful this year, but they're getting their MVP back, their best player in the world back. They're getting one of their better players on defense back in Roquan Smith. Lamar Jackson's back. I got the Chicago Bears versus the Baltimore Ravens at number 1 because the Bears win this game. That's 5 straight wins for the Bears. If the Ravens win this game, it's like, hold on now. Let's see what the Ravens can do here. But if the Ravens lose this game, it's like, all right, let's probably chalk this season. So I think this is a big game for both teams. Both teams really want this win here. 5 in a row for the Bears potentially, and the Ravens potentially getting back on track. So at number 5, I got Mike McDaniel and Tua. At number 4, I got Aaron Rodgers in the revenge game against the Packers. Number 3, I got the Bills versus the Panthers. Number 2, I got Cowboys versus Broncos, Javonte Williams revenge game. And at number 1, I got the Bears versus the Ravens.
In the words of Usher, you see daddy's home.
All right.
Lamar Jackson is back, baby. And if he don't play this week, I might cry, like real tears.
He better play this week. If he don't play this week,
I can't wait to see him on that field. I can't wait. So it's 1-5, 11 games left. So we're gonna go 11-0. That'll be 12-5 on the season. Probably win the division and then go on to win the Super Bowl because Lamar Jackson is the greatest of all time. I just love the NFL, man. I live for this shit, but only when Lamar Jackson's playing.
No comment. No comment. I'm not even commenting on that bullshit. Let's get into our week 8 preview. Starting off, we talked about them in the Hurley's High Five. The Miami Dolphins head to Atlanta to play the Atlanta Falcons.
Things ain't always set in stone.
Go ahead.
That be no let. You got to stop saying words that have songs attached.
It seems like everything I say just has a word attached or a song attached to it. I guess I just can't speak anymore.
Be a good podcast.
But the Dolphins head to Atlanta to play the Falcons. I'm going to take the Falcons pretty easily in this game. Tua leads the league in giveaways. He has 11, a career low passer rating. The Dolphins rank last against the run. Bijan Robinson is going to have himself a field day. Bet the overs on everything Bijan. Bet the overs on everything Michael Penix, especially on everything Kyle Pitts. Falcons by 20.
Have you seen 22 Jump Street?
Yeah. Don't try to make me quote something. I've seen it, but I don't know it.
Do you know the part where Jonah Hill goes up and does slam poetry? It's kind of like a comedy. Like it's a slam poetry club, but like he's trying to impress a girl, and Channing Tatum just laughing at him the whole time because it looks like a comedy show. And that's what the Miami Dolphins run game reminds me of
Wow.
because they are some shit. And to go into a game where they have Herlins Pierre trying to tackle the running back, and the
Mhm.
running back is Bijan Robinson.
Bijan Robinson's
Come on,
getting tackled before the line of scrimmage every
zero
fucking play.
times, zero times. He
Zero
might finish
times.
this game with 427 yards.
Yeah.
Which version of Drake London are we getting? Are we getting the Demon or the guy that showed up last week? Because that's a big question. As much as I love Bijan Robinson, wherever the Dolphins go for the rest of the season, unless they make some big changes, I likely won't follow unless it's a close game late. I don't give a fuck about anything that's going on in Miami unless it's on the basketball court.
All right. Moving on to the Chicago Bears, winners of 4 in a row, heading to Baltimore to play Lamar Jackson, hopefully, and the Baltimore Ravens. The Ravens looking to right the ship and get their season headed in the right direction. Maybe make a play at the playoffs so they can, run the table here. Maybe win 9 out of their last 11, something like that. But the Chicago Bears and Caleb Williams look to keep that winning streak alive. Who you got? Well, not who you got. Why do you got who you got? Because I know who you got.
The Demon is home. Shouts out my man's Rodney. I know he out there somewhere excited.
Mm-hmm.
I know we excited
Mm-hmm.
because the Bears have been and you know it's bear down around here, but like this
Bear
week
down for sure.
that's gonna have to slide to the side because we put in belts to ass. Lamar Jackson coming back with a vengeance. He just had to watch Cooper Rush run his offense for the last however many weeks. And real shit, I don't know if I could have played much worse than Cooper Rush did. Derrick Henry is getting so much disrespect thrown his way just because like he's had a bad season so far and he was expected to do more, but like what is he expected to do with the ginger dude?
Mm-hmm.
The Ravens defense will probably still give up 42 points just because Zach Orr
Yeah.
doesn't know his head from his ass, but like Lamar Jackson will score 45 if that's what it takes. And I know we're not biased around here, but this is
Ever.
the one time I'm going to allow myself to be biased and take the Ravens.
The one time.
And Caleb Williams cannot look like he did last week because he looked
because
like
I have you in
some
fantasy,
shit.
Caleb. We're gonna need you to be better.
But you should play like shit, Caleb, because we're rooting for Plug around here. Here we go, Plug. Here we go. Whoo.
But I definitely am gonna take the Ravens as well in this game.
Yeah.
Like you said, I think this game is gonna be a shootout. So, and if I'm picking a team to win a shootout, I'm gonna pick the team that has Lamar Jackson. I think Caleb's gonna have to play well and gonna have
Mark
to put up
Andrews.
points. Gonna have to put it. That means he's starting Mark Andrews this week, and is gonna have to put up points to win this game. I don't think you're gonna win a low-scoring game. Caleb should be able to do it. He should be able to look better than he did last week because you're playing a Ravens defense that has not been good all season. Sure, they're getting Roquan Smith back, but I don't think that means much of anything in the Big 2025. But give me the Ravens.
They should just simulate the Ravens defense. Like let Lamar Jackson play offense the entire game.
Like Madden and just simulate it.
Yeah.
And it's still gonna be another 7 at every single time they added simulate.
Yeah. So if I was John Harbaugh, I'm calling over there to Spencer Rattler's team.
Uh-huh.
And seeing what Chase Young's price is. Thoughts?
That don't move me in the slightest. The Ravens will go from giving up 31 points per game to giving up 30.
Progression.
Moving on to the New York Jets heading to Cincinnati to play the Bengals. I'll make this one quick. The Bengals and Joe Flacco were able to do that to the Steelers last week on Thursday Night Football. I'm sure they're going to do even worse to the Jets on Sunday. Give me the Bengals to win this game by a couple of scores, whether it's Justin Fields or Tyrod Taylor. Aaron Glenn said he's not. There's no reason to name a starter because he's not giving the competitive advantage to the Bengals, which it don't fucking matter whichever one you start. It don't matter. We know it's gonna be Tyrod Taylor after what Woody Johnson had to say about Justin Fields, and Justin Fields ended up taking the high road like the professional he is. But give me the Bengals.
Aaron Glenn said that shit. And then Tyrod Taylor got hurt in practice the same day. Like he tweaked his knee.
It don't matter who's starting. Give me the Bengals.
Woody Johnson. Don't you dare let me see you in public.
Wow.
I'll slap the fuck out that old man.
Wow.
And the Jets defense has looked better week by week. Like they're still probably top 26 in the league, but like Jamar Chase is on the other side. You're giving up 150 yards to him at least. And outside of him, the Bengals don't really have any weapons, especially at the receiver position. Outside of Jamar Chase, they don't have many receivers.
T.
But they
Higgins,
got
go do your
Noah Fant
thing,
at tight
baby.
end. They got Noah Fant at tight end because Mike Gesicki out. They got Noah Fant at tight end because Mike Gesicki out. He's not getting excited enough for me, so I'll say it again. They got Noah Fant at tight end. Yeah! Yeah! He going for a touchdown again this week.
Mm-hmm.
Give me the Bengals by probably 28 if Justin Fields plays and 56 if Tyrod plays.
Heard. Moving on to the Buffalo Bills headed to Carolina to play the Carolina Panthers. The Bills coming out of the bye, losers of 2 games in a row to the Falcons and to the Patriots before that. The Panthers have been playing some damn good football. They're sitting at 4-3. You know, Josh Allen's never lost a game coming out of the bye. He's 7-0. John McDermott's 8-0 coming out of a bye.
Aaron Gordon has 41.
Aaron Gordon was 7 for 7 from 3 last time I checked. What is he now?
Oh, he's swooping. He's got 9 threes.
Oh, holy shit. Hey, and that fucking Pacers Thunder game was amazing too. Shea had 55. The NBA is back, man. This is the best time to be a sports fan. You got the NBA starting up, the NFL in the middle of the season, and playoff and World Series baseball. What's up?
On the NFL season, I had, I think, $120 in my account. Lost all of that. NBA season, I'm 0 for 3 on $10 bets so far. So we're not doing good, but we're probably not going to get better. But it's for the fun of it.
I put together a little sum on that first day where it was the 2 games, the Rockets Thunder and then the Warriors Lakers. I'd put together like a slip for both games, like combine a parlay. And the first game, everything I had for the first game hit. It was like 4 or 5 plays for the first game and it all hit. What I needed in that second game was Steph Curry and DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton, I needed his rebounds. He had 5 in the first half. I think he finished with 6. DeAndre Ayton, you're a straight bitch. Steph Curry, hey. I should have bet on fucking Jimmy Butler because Jimmy Butler wanted to go to the line 135 times, but it is what it is. What's up?
I put $10 on Jimmy tonight, 25.6 rebounds and a steal to win 81, and he has 18 points and 3 rebounds, so he just cost me money too. But for the rest of the season, we should cosplay as DeAndre Ayton stands anytime Mike's around. Just glaze the shit out of him to piss Mike off. Thoughts?
Okay, heard. I got you.
Yeah, I got you. And everybody watching, so Morgan, Plug, and anybody else in this bitch, anytime Mike around, just let him know how good DeAndre Ayton is. You can't let him in on no joke because he's not going to see this, but like
he's a hooper.
Hooper. Pure dominance on the inside. Move on.
But
not move on. I haven't said anything about
back to the Bills and Panthers. Yeah, like I was saying, Josh Allen has never lost coming out of the bye. He's 7-0, but the Bills allow the second most rushing yards per game this season at 156.3. And guess who rushes for the third most yards per game? That would be the Carolina Panthers at 140.1. But that shit don't matter. We're probably getting Andy Dalton this week. Even if it was Bryce Young. Bryce Young's been up and down. The Panthers have been winning, but his play has been up and down. Just keeping it real. I'm taking Josh Allen and the Bills to win this game. I just don't think there's any way they lose 3 in a row, especially lose a game coming off of the bye to the Carolina Panthers. They need this win. They know how much they need this win because they already lost to the Patriots, and the Patriots have a cupcake schedule coming up. So they need this win here. I'm taking Josh Allen to get it done. I'm expecting the Bills to dominate this game from start to finish.
Yeah, Bryce Young was going to have to be perfect for them to have a chance against Buffalo, even if he was there. And Andy Dalton at this age cannot be perfect, like even if he wanted to be. I think the Bills are going to win this game extremely easily, but I expect the Panthers defense that has been performing extremely well these last few weeks, so at least make it fun. Keep the game somewhat close for your offense. Rico Dowdle can have himself a game, and Chuba Hubbard will probably bounce back some. So if you hand the ball off 47 times, you might have somewhat of a chance. Just keep it fun. Go ahead and move on to the Tatum Bethune-led
I love it.
Team.
I love it. The San Francisco 49ers head to Houston to play the Houston Texans. A D'Amico Ryans revenge game, a Jimmy Ward revenge game, Aziz Al-Shire revenge game. But I'm gonna take the Niners here. Another game of Mac Jones starting. I know our defensive line has not been great. No Bryce Huff in this game as well. But I think this is the game where we'll be okay because the Texans' offensive line has just been that bad, and their offense has just been that anemic this season. And there potentially may not be any Nico Collins. And if
word of the day goes to Hurlins.
and and if there's no Nico Collins, I'm 100% going to lean towards the Niners in this game. I think we can make life tough for CJ Stroud. Maybe not even if it's getting after him. I think Tatum Bethune and D Winner should be able to stop the run. So CJ Stroud's gonna have to pass to beat us. And I think our secondary has played well, whether it's Chase Lucas, Upton Stout, Renardo Green, Diameter Lenore, a top 10 cornerback in the league, Malik Mustafa back there, Marquis Siegel. I think we're going to be just fine on defense. And on offense, it probably will be a struggle. This is probably going to be a pretty low-scoring game, probably 17-10, 17-7, and something like that. Because our offense hasn't put up much points this season, and we're playing a pretty good defense. But if Mac Jones can just play turnover-free football, I think the Niners should win this game. This is going to be another game where it's all on CMC. If CMC has 19 yards from scrimmage, he's already going to be at 1,000 scrimmage yards this season. His workload has been crazy. Hopefully he can just stay upright, and I'm taking the Niners to win this game.
I know you got a lot of sources over there for the Niners. Do you know if Upton Stout's supposed to play this week?
Couldn't tell you. Let me take a look. I haven't seen anything. I haven't seen anything on Upton Stout.
Oh, they might have cut you out. John Lynch said there's evidence that Brandon Ayuk should be back relatively soon. Mm-hmm. And if this season ends and I don't get a Mac Jones touchdown pass to Brandon Ayuk, I will call it a failure because 13 coming back somewhat soon, and I don't care about him, and I haven't got to see Brandon Ayuk yet, so I would be sad.
Upton Stout full participant on Thursday.
Cool. There's a few teams this season that I can't just continue with blind optimism, and the Texans are one of those. Their defense is, I don't think it's a stretch to say the best in all of football. And when you have a team that has this much talent on it, you should be able to compete with anybody. But they just don't care about the offensive line. They continue to put. I genuinely, if you came to me and said, Brady, you're fielding a football team. Do you want the Houston Rockets starting five or the Houston Texans offensive line? I'm taking the Rockets to come play offensive line.
I mean, they're all fucking 6'8" and above.
Shit. I mean, KD, we're going to have to put him on the right side so my quarterback can see everything coming. But, them other four, I'm cool with.
Steven Adams ain't letting anybody buy him.
No. I'm in Thompson not letting anybody buy him.
For sure.
Woody Marks has been good when he plays. Can we please just make him your bell cow? Nick Chubb does not have it anymore. No disrespect to the legend, but at what point do you realize that this season is slipping away from you? You can't continue to fuck around with this bullshit. I get a little frustrated just thinking about the Houston Texans because they should be so much better. CJ Stroud should be having so much better of a season, but he doesn't even have a chance. And not to say he's not to fault at all, but shit is sad, man. We can move on.
So you got I don't know. Do you see you got the Niners or the Texans?
I got the 49ers.
Okay. On to the Cleveland Browns heading to New England to play the Patriots. I'm sure we're gonna both take the Patriots in this game, but I would like to see Drake May have another one of those games because of their first 7 opponents, the Patriots have only played one opponent with a defense ranked 15th or higher in points or yards allowed. I think it was I didn't have it written down. I think it was the Panthers. I think it was the Panthers. But yeah, so this is gonna be a test for Drake May. If he can continue to do what he's been doing, his passer rating numbers that he's had, his completion percentage that he's had, if he's able to put up a good performance in this game, not to say that he's not already legit, but this really stamps Drake May, I think, and this really is there will be no doubt left. You can't say, oh, it was against weaker competition because he's doing it against one of the better defenses in the league in Myles Garrett. But I'm gonna take the Patriots pretty easily in this game. That offense for the Browns just won't be able to keep up with anything that Drake May is able to do, even if it is only 17 points because he's playing a great Browns defense. The offense just won't be able to put that up.
The best quarterback in football is playing against a very good defense this week, so it'll be exciting to see how good he can really be. Ramondre Stevenson is the true workhorse in this offense at this point, and I hate to say it, but I will not be bringing up Travion Henderson anymore. There's no point in me getting frustrated that he's not playing because he's not going to play, and until they prove that that's the case, it'll just be heck yeah, Ramondre, but like. Doesn't make any sense to me. Which one of the receivers will step up this week? One week it's Booty, one week it's Diggs.
Diggs,
Is Kyle
please.
Williams ever gonna play? I would love to see Kyle Williams, but like the offense has been so good that it doesn't matter. Austin Hooper, Hunter Henry. Let's just push them to the side. I don't really like either one of them. The Patriots pass blocking has been nothing short of exciting this year, to say the bare minimum. But going against Myles Garrett, best player in football outside of Lamar Jackson.
He's
We'll
just the
we'll
best
see
player in
we'll see
football.
how good they really are. And the Patriots defense isn't going to have to struggle much. Dylan Gabriel is going to have to do something, and I don't think he has that in him. I think dude stinks. Quinshon's been remarkable, but I think the Patriots shut this team down pretty well. And Jerry Jeudy, man,
On to the New York Giants heading to Philadelphia to play the Philadelphia Eagles. And the Giants got the better of the Eagles a couple of weeks ago on Thursday Night Football. I just don't think that'll happen again. I just don't think the Eagles will allow that to happen again. They're getting the Brandon Graham boost this week, whether he's playing or not, whether he's just there for some energy. They're in the Brandon Graham boost. But Jalen Hurts showed that he's able to, win. Not that he wasn't already able to, but that he can win games for the Eagles strictly with his arm. Saquon hasn't been great this year. Maybe he can get it going in this game. Probably not against a tougher Giants defensive line. I'm sure they'll get after Jalen Hurts, but Jalen Hurts showed us last week that he can win this game by himself if he needs to. I just don't think Jackson Dart and this team will be able to do this again to the Eagles in Philadelphia this time around. Give me the Eagles to win this game pretty handedly. I think if the Eagles no, if the Giants won last week, I would have had more confidence taking them this week because they would have just riding the high and would have had some confidence. But losing that game, I think that just drops your morale and drops the vibes, and they probably lose this game.
the Giants beat the Eagles 17 games prior to this game coming up. 17 days. And like you said, I think the Eagles might just get belts ass. This is a huge game for Brian Dable. They're 2-5 right now. They should be 3-4 because there's no reason you lose to the Broncos last week. That shit was so disappointing. And they really should be 4-3 because losing to the Saints should be a crime right now. You're 2-5. You're gonna be 2-6 coming out this week, and 2-6 is just an absolutely bleak record to be looking at. I'm not saying Brian Dable will get fired if they lose this game, but his seat's getting extremely hot.
Yeah.
I'm taking the Eagles. I love Jackson Dart, but I asked for a Jackson Dart jersey for Christmas.
On to a guy you hated coming into the season.
Hated. That's progression.
On to the Buccaneers. I'm waiting for the day.
I don't keep agendas.
I'm waiting for the day you asked for a Brock Purdy jersey for Christmas.
Okay, that will never happen. I would rather slather myself in shit than wear a Brock Purdy jersey.
You said the same thing about you probably would have said the same thing about Jackson Dart.
No, I didn't.
No, you probably would have. I would have said.
No, I wouldn't have.
What would you have said if we go back to preseason Brady? Hey Brady, by this time this year, you're gonna be asking for a Jackson Dart jersey. What would you have said to me?
I would have laughed at your face and said that's probably not going to be the case because there's so many other players I like. But like I didn't dislike Jackson Dart. I just didn't think he was very good. And I don't think Brock Purdy is good, and I'm not a fan of him. So like,
let's move on. Let's move on to the.
I'm not saying he's a bad person or anything. Like if you gave me a Brock Purdy jersey, I'd put it in the closet and never wear it. But like at least it's with my other jerseys.
On to the Tampa Bay Buccaneers headed to New Orleans to play the New Orleans Saints. The Buccaneers, who lost Mike Evans for probably the season, they're beat up. They haven't had Bucky Irvin for a while. No Chris Godwin. Mike Evans, like I mentioned. It's Emeka Egbuka and...
What's his name?
Did I not say Chris Godwin? Or just God? Is that what he goes by? Just God? But they head to New Orleans to play the Saints. Even with a beat-up roster like they have, I'm still going to take Baker Mayfield to win this game against the Saints. The Saints, we can talk about them being competitive all we want to. They're just not a good football team at the end of the day, and I'm expecting Baker Mayfield and the Bucs to come in here and just whoop some ass.
I want to see Chris Olave on a new team. I want to see Chase Young on a new team. Justin Reed can go to a new team. Cam Jordan can go to a new team.
Cam
None of
Jordan's
that'll
the only one
probably
that I
happen.
have. I'm okay with staying, just so he's a Saint lifer.
He's a lifer, but like, eh. Tez MVP Tez Johnson and Kate Otten are gonna have to do something this week for the Buccaneers to look good. This might be like a 13-0 type win for the Buccaneers though, but Rashad White's still there, so I don't think the offense will look too good because he is a fucking demon. Spencer Rattler can't look worse than last week, so that's an upside. Devin Neal should get some decent reps this week for pretty much the first time of the season. He's a really good pass blocker for his smaller frame, but Kamara might just touch the ball 47 times, so we'll see. But I expect the Buccaneers to walk out of this game pretty easily. And if you look at this 4 o'clock slate,
Yeah,
you got the Eagles, Giants, Buccaneers, Saints, Titans, Colts.
yeah,
I might just turn the Cowboys game on my TV and just
yeah. That's it.
not.
That's it, and that's literally it. Talking about the Titans and Colts, that's the next game. Give me the Colts by 75 points. The Colts are absolutely gonna throttle the Titans.
I wrote one sentence: Jameer Dike versus L.A.K.O. Maynor for wide receiver one. We'll see who really starts to step up with Calvin Ridley out. I expect Jonathan Taylor to. He could say, "Give me the fourth string practice squad offensive line. We don't even need Daniel Jones. We'll take Trey Lance out here handing me the ball." And Jonathan Taylor is still going to beat the Titans by himself. Sorry, Cam Ward, what you had to come into. You haven't made things better though. You've looked like some shit. I expect the goofy ass fumble at this point.
For sure.
Moving on.
Moving on to what could possibly be game of the week. The Dallas Cowboys head to Denver to play the Denver Broncos and your boy Bo Nix. Who you got? Not your boy Bo Nix. Who you got?
Which one of these teams?
Has
Have
Javante. But the other team has JK
Dak and Javante or JK and Dude?
and Cortland Sutton.
I love Cortland Sutton.
Mm-hmm.
But unfortunately, no bias here, actual
No,
analyzation.
for
The
sure, for
Broncos have a
sure.
top 5 defense in football. The Cowboys debatably have the best offense in football. Maybe not even
I don't
debatably. It
think
might
it's
just be
debatable.
fucking
Yeah.
stamped. Javante Williams has been phenomenal. CeeDee Lamb was good last week when he came back. George Pickens has looked way better than any time he did in Pittsburgh. Jake Ferguson's the best tight end in football so far this season.
I mean, that's what it looks like. He gets fucking 20 targets a game.
I don't think the Broncos have the offense to keep up with the Cowboys' pace, if that
Mhm.
makes sense. I think that the Broncos will keep this game close, but even if the Cowboys just get a couple stops, I think that'll be enough for them to win this.
Yeah, agreed. I think literally if the
Especially without
Cowboys
Dre Greenlaw.
if the Cowboys can make one or two plays on defense, a turnover especially, let alone just turnover on downs, they can turn the ball over or turn the Broncos over. I think the Cowboys should win this game pretty easily because Bo Nix just ain't gonna be able to pull that shit. I know the Cowboys defense is susceptible to better offenses, but Bo Nix isn't gonna be able to just we're down 25. I'm gonna turn up in the fourth quarter because Dak's still gonna be Dak on the other side and he's gonna put points up right back on you. So I just don't think they're going to be able to do that. They're going to have to keep pace with the Cowboys, and I just can't see this offense doing that. I really can't. An offense that I really want to see just be able to run the ball and then have Bo Nix just make a couple plays here and there. I just don't think that's enough to keep up with Dak Prescott and the Cowboys. So I'm going to take the Cowboys in this game. It's really going to come down to the Broncos defense versus the Cowboys offense. I don't think the Cowboys defense versus the Broncos offense has much to do with this game. So yeah, give me the Cowboys in this game to win. Probably somewhere like 27-17 Cowboys.
Cowboys under 30, huh?
Yeah, yeah. I think the Broncos
It's a
defense holds
career
them under
low.
30, but Bo Nix just he ain't gonna be able to get it done. Not this time around.
We're about to get another overtime game.
Who?
Warriors and
Oh,
dude.
Nuggets. Moving on. Waiting all day for a Sunday night. The Green Bay Packers head to Pittsburgh to play the Pittsburgh Steelers. Aaron Rodgers' revenge game, playing his former team in the Green Bay Packers, his former protege, and Jordan Love. Who you got? Sunday Night Football.
You keep saying revenge, but like losing by 37 isn't very good revenge.
Wow.
Did you see
Wow.
the stat of the last time the Packers won in Pittsburgh?
Mm-mm.
Take a guess. When was the last time the Packers beat the Steelers in Pittsburgh?
2000 must be a long time since you're asking me. 2002.
My mother wasn't alive yet.
1955.
Damn, how old do you think my mom
No, I was
is?
just overshooting because I don't know where she is. I was just shooting.
The Packers haven't won in Pittsburgh since Week 12 of 1970.
Damn. Does that change?
And that shit is
Okay.
gonna change.
Okay. Okay.
I've said
Okay.
several times this season that I haven't been in, like the Packers have been good, but they have been unfun to watch.
Mm-hmm.
Watching the Steelers get belts to ass, there's nothing better in football than that to me.
Mm-hmm.
If the Packers come into this game and let dude beat them, I'm gonna be pissed. I'm gonna be all the way off of the Packers.
For sure.
Christian
If
Watson's coming back this season. Josh Jacobs is elite. Josh Jacobs is elite, and the Packers have Josh Jacobs. So because of that, I'm gonna take the team that employs Josh Jacobs.
Yeah, I mean the Steelers offense is gonna. I think they're gonna be able to put up points because their offense, and I've talked about it this season, and Aaron Rodgers just getting the ball out quick. And I think that's gonna be able to mitigate. I was gonna say Myles Garrett, Micah Parsons in that pass rush. So I don't know how big of a factor Micah Parsons will be in this game because the Steelers love to just get the ball out quick and just let DK make plays after the catch and whatnot. So if the Packers can just take away that quick short game, play underneath, stack the box, I think that will be able to prevent Aaron Rodgers and the Steelers from doing that, and maybe they can get home on Aaron Rodgers. I think that's what the Packers have to do if they want to win this game. I'm still gonna roll with the Packers. Like you said, the Packers haven't looked great all season. They haven't had that dominant statement win. And if the Packers lose this game, also like you said, I'm looking at the Packers with the side eye like, are you really that good? Are you really in the top class of the NFC, or are you just another team? But give me the
You're looking at
Packers.
them like Stephon did Josh Allen.
No, Stephon said, man, they just caught him at the wrong time, man. They caught him
But
at the wrong
I just
time.
meant
No,
that
no,
picture.
for
Like
sure.
that's
Yeah,
how you'll
yeah,
be
for
looking
sure.
at it.
That's exactly how I'm looking at the Packers.
Stephen Curry has 13 points straight.
I could have used that on opening night, you bitch. Moving on to Monday Night Football, the final game of the week. This went by fucking quick, and this slate stinks, man. The Washington Commanders head to Arrowhead to play the Kansas City Chiefs, a Commanders team that, yeah, they get all their weapons back, but then they lose their quarterback, so it don't fucking matter. Marcus Mariota is going to be starting for the Commanders in this game. We're finally going to see Terry McLaurin in this game. But Patrick Mahomes is clicking. The offense is humming. The Chiefs look back, and the Chiefs are about to whoop some ass. And Marcus Mariota probably going to turn the ball over 3 times in this game. Give me the Chiefs by 100.
Terry McLaurin is one of my 5 favorite receivers in the entire association.
Don't come back this
Association
week.
is the NBA. I meant the league. Not don't come back this week. I would love to see him. But Terry, I don't mean this in any harmful ways, but I gotta pick against you because my good buddy plays for the opposing club.
Ah, he's starting them again. Wow. Wow.
I told you last week
Uh-huh.
I gotta start Pacheco and Keyshawn Booty. And then I got saved by Marv and I didn't have to start Booty. This week, I will be starting Pacheco and Keyshawn Booty.
Who you play?
I play Caleb, who employs Puka and Devontae Adams, so I think I should be good because they're both on bye.
On bye. Okay. And he's the number 1 seed, right?
No, he's some shit.
Okay. Okay, you should be fine then. But that's all we
He
got.
does have Rashad White though.
Oh, you'll be fine. That's all we got for the preview this week. Like we said, it was a little shorter. The games aren't too good. Teams on bye, so that's just what's gonna happen. This is random tangent before we move on to like the fantasy format and whatnot. That fucking betting shit is fucking crazy. The Chauncey Billups getting arrested, Terry Rozier getting arrested. Like I saw those fucking tweets this morning, and I was like, holy shit, what the fuck is going on? Like FBI fucking arrest, like that. Chauncey,
The FBI part that was crazy. To
like
me.
bro, Terry Rozier, like we already knew he was part of it for like a year and a half, 2 years now. But the Chauncey one was like, whoa, what the fuck is like, what is happening right now in the NBA?
Bro, Draymond just set a screen for Steph Curry at the fucking half court logo, and he hit a leaner going to his left. That man is the best in the world.
Let's finish this. Let's finish
Hey,
this.
Chauncey Billups is gone, right? For at least a little while. You see who stepped in? That shit's
Tiago
so cool to me.
Splitter. Yeah, I
That
saw
shit
that and
is
I was like,
so
what
cool.
the fuck? Because, like, dude was literally just coaching their first game, and the next day or whatever, the FBI is fucking arresting the FBI. Like, this is insane.
Someone posted this interview last night. He said something like, "You got to see how the cards unfold."
Oh man, and I've been watching Shams talk about it and like the shit that they're like to giving up information. And Damon Jones,
mafia?
bro, and Damon Jones, part of his as well, former player, now coach, bro. It's insane, and like I'm sure more people are gonna come out about. Like, there's gonna be more to people to get fucking arrested for this. Like, this is crazy.
Look what you did, Jonte Porter. You see what No Chill Gill did today?
Mm-mm.
He walked onto his show with the brown paper bag, and written on it said "informant lunch." Because a few months ago he got arrested for this shit.
Yeah,
he's just out.
And like giving up the information, like I saw Shams saying like they're giving up, oh, LeBron's not playing this game, so you can go bet. Like that shit is insane, bro. Like what? You're already multi-millionaires. Like Terry Rozier, you're getting paid $27 million almost to be hot garbage. Enjoy the wealth. Your team doesn't want to play you. You get to kick back in Miami and be a fucking millionaire. Just enjoy your life. Greed is the fucking devil, man. Greed is the devil.
Imagine if we would have traded for a player making $27 million when Jimmy Butler was in his fucking prime. But no, we want to get these undrafted guys and have a cool story over and over again. And now he's on my fucking screen in a Warriors jersey.
So ugly. I hate it. I hate him in the Warriors jersey. I hate Al Horford in the Warriors jersey too.
I love it. I fucking love it because fuck the Heat. Fuck Pat Riley. Dude needs to get out of my fucking organization so badly.
I told you I'm gonna go to the Heat game this year, and I'll make sure of it.
If homie's name was Bill Bilson, he would have been fired 4 years ago.
For sure.
I'm sick of it. And shouts out to him though, because getting Davion Mitchell for PJ Tucker was a fleece. But everything else, fuck you.
On to the Fantasy 4, man.
Teams we won't see this week.
Oh, yep.
Cardinals, Lions, Jags, Raiders, Rams, and Jackson Smith and Jigba led Seahawks. So we'll see you next week. No, not on the Fantasy 4, man. The small stock market.
Oh shit, I forgot. It was so bad last week. I wanted to just I didn't talk about it, but go ahead.
They investigated me last week.
I mean, all the people that put their money into that stock market are absolutely pissed.
My fault, Chauncey. I'll be better. The small stock market are 5 guys that I think that you should buy into for this week and going forward. Their values aren't very high right now, so you can get in before it gets too good. And I will warn you, last week, if you would have bought into the guys I said to buy into, you would have lost your entire house. Because
everything.
Whew, starting off with my good buddy, Isaiah Pacheco, not just this week, but going forward the rest of the season. Kareem Hunt got hurt last week, and he just hasn't been very good overall. Pacheco has been ramping up more and more. Brashard Smith, I don't think, is ready. Last year was his first year at running back. He's looked decent when he's played, but I think they need a real true RB1, and Pacheco is going to be that. And this is a brilliant offense that's going to score points even if you got Herlins Pierre at running back. So, buy into Isaiah Pacheco while you can before he leads the entire NFL in touchdowns, because he's that fucking dude. Next up, you got a demon coming back. You got the best player in the NFL coming back. And going from Cooper Rush to Lamar Jackson is going to make Derrick Henry and the entire offense better. So I'm saying to buy into Derrick Henry, but any Baltimore Raven that doesn't play receiver, buy into low because it's not getting any lower. They're gonna go on a run. They're gonna have to put up points because the defense is some shit. So buy in while you can. K. Dotton, Mike Evans is out. God is out. Egbuka's playing hurt. Tez Johnson is cool. Sterling Shepard is cool. Cam Johnson is cool, but like you need someone that's going to be consistent for you. I think Baker's going to have to rely on K. Dot and more as the season goes on, just to have a spot of reliability. And I think he can be that for him. He's been one of my favorite. He's been a Brady guy pretty much his entire career, and I'm excited for what K. Dot can give us the rest of the season. Next up is a tight end that I expected to be competing for tight end 1 this season prior to the season start. And he got hurt, I think, week 2. He hasn't really done shit to this point. He's been ramping up more and more. I think he's going to get back into that upper echelon of tight ends. Evan Ingram, I think as the Broncos offense continues to try to find itself, he's going to be in that mix because outside of Cortland Sutton, JK's been all right, RJ Harvey's been all right. And then you get to like Troy Franklin, Pat Bryant. There's not a whole lot going on over there. Marvin Mims is cool, but like I expect Evan Ingram to continue to get involved. I love Jonathan Kuminga. I wanted him in Miami so bad.
I looked at my phone for a quick second, and just this headline is fucking crazy. Steph and Aaron Gordon trade threes late. Like that is what do you mean Aaron Gordon is trading threes with Steph Curry?
My last guy, I think every single episode he's been brought up. If you go back and count name drops for guys that aren't even fucking playing. 2nd round pick, the Indianapolis Colts, Samson Ebukam is going to be out a couple weeks. So JT Tuimoloau is going to have to step up. If someone's going to do it, I think it'll be him. Don't ask him to be phenomenal in the run game. He can play it, but he's going to be good. He's going to get some pressures on your quarterback. I think that with more reps, he's going to continue to just be the guy that you drafted him in the 2nd round for. And don't put a lot of money into me, but this is the start to the stock market rising.
Right. We're easing our way back. All right. On to the fantasy 4-man draft for this week, for week 8 of the NFL season. We all remember how week 7 went.
This bitch ass segment.
One of my favorite segments, man. The people it's rising up the people's charts, by the way. It's rising up their charts. I think you went first last week. I think.
No, you went first last week.
Okay, I went first last week. You know, I mean, I did whoop your ass by 75, so it's like I could go, but you know, I'll let you go first. Spinning for you, you're landing on the NFC North.
NFC North, and I can't take Justin Jefferson, so that stinks. We got the Bears, the Lions, and the Packers. I could take Caleb Williams. I could take. Let me get Josh Jacobs.
I like it. Quick. Josh Jacobs. Solid start. Spinning for myself. I am getting the AFC South. Was Jonathan Taylor taken last week? I don't think so. Give me JT.
That is the 2nd time Jonathan Taylor's been picked, so we only got one more use from him.
All right. Both take running backs in round 1. And you get the NFC East.
NFC East. I was thinking AFC East. I almost just immediately took Josh Allen. NFC East. So I got the Cowboys. And I think that's as far as I need to go. Let me get Dak. Damn, you took Dak last week. Free. You whore. So I got the Cowboys. I got the Commanders. I got the Giants. I'll take Jackson Dart.
I like it. Doing something a little different. I respect it.
I don't try to pick the same guys every week like somebody.
Boy, if we didn't put this restriction on it, I promise you this guy would have the same team every damn week. Every week, Lamar Jackson would be his quarterback. I'm getting the AFC West. I could go Patrick Mahomes here. AFC West. Where are the other AFC? Oh, Chargers already played.
Yeah.
Broncos. And then the other Raiders are on bye. So Broncos or Chiefs. Just give me Pat Mahomes.
I hope the Warriors win it all this year, man.
I don't. Okay, 4 divisions left. The NFC South, NFC West, AFC North, and AFC East. You're getting the AFC East. Should have waited one more round for Josh Allen.
Damn, I should have waited one more round for Josh Allen.
Mm-hmm.
Let me go. I don't like the Patriots tight ends. I don't like anything in Miami.
Don't like anything with the Jets.
Man,
G5 is your guy, but who's throwing to him?
he's out.
Fuck. Damn. Your boy Keon Coleman. He's right there.
You want to do me a solid?
What's up?
I want to take Dalton Kincaid here, but he's questionable.
If Dalton
So
Kincaid
if he's
doesn't
out,
play,
I can get Dawson Knox.
Knox. Yeah.
Okay.
Kincaid, I got you. All right. The NFC South, NFC West, and the AFC North left. I am getting the NFC West. I could take George Kittle. He did have 0 catches last week. I could take him. Take my tight end here. The Rams are on a bye. Seahawks are on a bye. Cardinals are on a bye. Oh, so okay. So I'm taking a Niner. Go ahead and give me George Kittle. All right. I love fantasy 4-man. And what the fuck is that, Roger Goodell? We have our bye week in fucking week 18, but the whole fucking NFC West just gets the fucking party this weekend together. The NFC North or South and the AFC North left. You're getting the NFC South for your receiver. We both went in the same order of positions this week.
You be copying me because I'm such a fucking intelligent guy. Best fruit in the world right here, by the way.
Pick your receiver. Pick your receiver.
NFC who? South. So I got Emeka Egbuka. I would love to pick Nalo here, but they got dude throwing to him. I would like to pick Chris Olave, but that team stinks. And then I got the Falcons. So let me get Drake London, man. Let me be different.
Drake London, I like that. I think my pick is pretty obvious here. Go ahead and give me Jamar Chase.
Can't.
You took him? I didn't take him last week. Did you take him?
Can't have him.
So I'm taking Jamar Chase. I think that's my second time having him this week. Or this.
You can't have him.
Why not? Because you say so? Yeah. Give me Jamar Chase. We're coming to whoop ass. We're not playing any more games. I'm not just doing fun things anymore. I'm taking the best player available. My team this week ended up being Patrick Mahomes at quarterback, Jonathan Taylor, Jamar Chase, and George Kittle.
And the better team ended up being Jackson Dart, Josh Jacobs, Drake London, and Dalton Kincaid.
Or Dawson Knox. Just like we said last week, looks like my team gonna whip some ass.
Nah, I like my team this week.
Okay, I mean that's all that matters. That's all that matters. But I think that's all we got for you guys this week. We appreciate you guys tuning in as always. What's that?
Our last segment of the day. It'll be a long one. I didn't tell you about it, but I'm just fucking with you. You can close it out.
That's so crazy. That's so crazy. We appreciate you guys watching and tuning in to another episode of the Heralds of Smallz Show. Be sure to go down, like, comment, and sub if you haven't already. Check all the socials in the link in the description. And we'll see you guys on Tuesday, possibly, for another episode. We appreciate all the love and support. We'll see you guys next time. Peace.